Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showing you the first part of the Drone Lands little series which I've got going here. I've got everything recorded already, so it's good to go. This is the first part, so if you look on the bottom right hand side in the scanner you can see the Radiance and the Hierarchy. So like I say, these are both combat sites, but they're unlisted, so they're not like DED sites or anything like that, but they're still pretty spicy though. They still can get pretty tough. So they're basically found in the Drone Lands, right, and they're absolutely beautiful to look at. You've seen by the intro there's some really cool sites if you like actually pay attention and have a good look around. They're absolutely great. They've really changed up the graphics in the recent years with the clouds and everything, and obviously the PBR lighting, so it makes a huge difference to the actual visual aesthetic of it. Makes it feel pretty spooky and got a really like good dark ambience about it. So basically what you do, it's not really hard. You just walk into the site and you approach this gate anyway, so you can see there's like an initial spawn there, so it's good to have your navy ammo if you're using this Loki fit, which we'll go over later. The navy ammo's got about 40k range and the rage ammo's got about a 34k range, and they do, like, even the rage applies ridiculous amounts on this fit, so it's really good for killing small stuff and the big stuff. So the initial rats are dead there, and you can see we're getting really close to the gate. So unfortunately on this one you do actually need to kill all the rats to get through the acceleration gate, where the other one, the Radiance, you don't need to do that. And that's going to be the next video. Like I say, this is part 1 of 3, so we've got this one, the next one, and then we've got the actual escalation run to show you guys as well, which is pretty cool actually. A lot of bouncing around, but I think it's worth it for the end. And also if you come into drone space, don't forget your salvager, guys. I do run this with a MTU, which I swap out the Interdiction Nullifier with, so I can scoot around space pretty safely, I would say. So that's one of the initial, well, the secondary spawns there, so it's just a bunch of cruisers. And the next spawn that comes is just a bunch of little frigates, so I can take care of them pretty easy. Landing in the second room, guys, you'll see the huge drone structure on the left hand side, as well as the sign, which has got really sharp edges, so don't bump into it with your ship or you might break it. So if we just continue on towards the sign, this is where we're going to be able to force the spawn to get the actual sentient battleship, and it's a staggered wave system this, so what you need to do, you can kill these frigates on the way if you like, and also don't be a scrub like me and use your afterburner, it's much quicker. So what I tend to do is just kill these few little things. There's no webs or scrams in the second room, so it's pretty safe, and just head towards the sign. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a spawn of Desies. You shoot those guys once, you don't need to kill, you just need to literally launch one volley. The next wave will spawn, which is the cruisers. Again, just one volley at those guys. Then the battleships will spawn, again another volley. And that'll spawn the final few battleships, and you need to kill the battleships, and then the sentient battleship spawn will appear. And that's the guy who you need to kill. So those guys that carry the chips, which I don't really think they're worth too much right now. They used to be worth like 100 mil back in the day, and even like 50 mil for some of the drops. But the really cool thing is with the sentient battleships is the salvage. So we'll get like all T2 salvage off these guys. That's why we need the salvager. And really, if you haven't got a salvager, you're pretty much like nerfing yourself doing this. And I think in the escalation, I got about 70 mils worth of salvage just off the battleship as well as the loot. So it's pretty tasty. So you can see the staggered spawn system there. I'll probably like slow it down and we'll go back to this just so I can show you guys a little bit better. Because it is really hard to like see what you're shooting. And remember, you only need to like shoot one missile at the initial waves to get this to go. Alright, let's take a look at that again for them spawns. So you've got your initial frigate, and I think there's Desies there, I can't really see on the preview. But you, like I say, you don't need to kill anything, you just need to shoot one volley into them, like whichever one. And there's the cruiser spawn, so lock them up, and same again, you can unlock that other guy. Shoot one at the cruiser, and then some battleships will spawn. And then if you shoot one of the battleships, in the really center there, you'll see 4 battleships spawn. There you go, and they're the guys you need to kill to get the sentient to spawn. So it's pretty much okay, like tank wise and things. Like I say, I normally kill the desis and the frigates with the drones, and that does help, especially killing the desis, because the tank does, it gets it to about halfway where it's just about to break. I think I'll put that on the screen right now and show you, and that's like the worst it gets. But you can take some like cheap synth drugs and all that sort of thing. The battleships will try to kite you, so it's good to like really stay close because of the range of the rage. So when you're close to one, like others might be flying away, so try and stay like central around. And also you want to be center for when the sentient spawns too. Okay, the last of the battleships from that last group is about to explode. We did get the Trouble in Paradise escalation there, which is really nice. A lot of warping around in that one, like I say, there's 4 separate sections, but there's a sentient battleship in each one. And our sentient battleship for this room has just spawned, so we're just going to go straight for it. Well, at an off angle if we can, you know, just for the damage. Not that we need the tank now, since all the desis and the frigates are dead, which they do add up, right? But overall, I've run this with a Tech 2 large shield booster, and it's absolutely fine with drugs. I didn't take any drugs on this one, just to show you guys that it is doable, like without. And yeah, the battleship, it dies just the same as any normal battleship, and we're gonna give it some loot here and get our salvager on for that lovely Tech 2 salvage, which is really nice. So if you're into your building stuff, this can really help a little bit. And again, I don't think the loot is worth a lot compared to what it used to be. These elite drone AIs used to be like crazy money, but for right now we did get the 8 million salvage, so that's not too bad really. And also the site itself's just really cool. Like I said at the start, it's really nice to look at. If you do take the time to have a look around, there's some really like weird little things from the drone lands themselves. But I think that wraps up part 1 of 3 that we're going to be doing. Next up is the Radiance, and again after that we're going to be doing that Trouble in Paradise escalation. So yeah, thanks for sticking around guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in part 2.